Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ankush. As I announced in the last session, we are introducing the senior DBAs who will tell you about their real-time experience as an Oracle DBA. So we have Sarvesh, who is an Oracle senior DBA. He is having 9+ years of experience in the IT industry and most of his experience is in Oracle DBA. Sarvesh will tell you about the real-time activities that he is doing in the Oracle database administration. Apart from this, he will also tell you about the cultures and the number of things he is performing as in Oracle DBA. You are listening to me from so many years and I have already explained about my experience as in Oracle DBA. But this time we are introducing the number of senior DBAs, so we will be getting more and more videos about their interaction, how their experience as an Oracle DBA, and that too who are the expert in the Oracle database technology. So before going to the interaction with Sarvesh, I would request you to please do like, subscribe and share this channel. Sarvesh is really a talented guy. I already had a discussion with him and I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a really golden opportunity for all of you to understand about Oracle DBA technology. Thank you so much, Sarvesh, for joining this and thank you for taking your precious time with us. So yesterday only we discussed and today you got the right time. Thank you so much for joining. So can you please brief yourself, like let's have some introduction so that our audience will see it.
Yeah, sure thing. Hi Ankush, Sarvesh this side. And hi everyone. Just I would like to brief about myself. Myself Sarvesh 𝐤𝐿, and I'm in a database administration field around about 8.5 years now. So kind of like I started my career as a DBA and it is moving on. I did not change my career as such till now. So I changed more than a couple of companies and different experiences and different expertises, and met with a lot of people in Oracle DBA field who was having different kinds of views and all. So like basically I would like to love troubleshooting things in Oracle database administration when it comes to. And being an Oracle DBA, I'm having anguish of learning the other database flavors also. In my career, I actually gained 4 years of experience when I was working with an organization with SQL Server as well. It was a nice thing, and I'm looking forward to learn NoSQL databases as well. So let us see how it takes.
So Sarvesh, you got the Oracle DBA exposure at the starting level only when you are a fresher?
No, not exactly. I was actually placed into a support role.
Okay.
When I got selected, we were trained on all the different kind of supports,
Okay.
including OS support, database support, everything.
Right.
So after that, I was just moved into application support. This is something different to Oracle Apps. This is nowhere related to Oracle Apps.
Okay.
So it is just a kind of application support, and for first 18 months, I have to do it.
Okay.
After that, I thought like it doesn't suit me actually. Application support is
Right.
also a kind of troubleshooting,
Okay.
but thing is the area of expertise is very low and you cannot explore more. Basically, we used to troubleshoot like around 14 to 15 applications were there in our hand,
Right.
and in that mainly those applications were not being used by other companies. So when
Right.
you work in such a kind of environment, you'll be lost somewhere.
Right.
So I thought like, okay, I want to move. When I planned of moving, in and around me, in our project only, we have 8 to 9 different domains. Let it be storage, network, hardware, SQL Server, and Oracle.
Okay.
I tried everything, like going through YouTube videos and all, but nothing really inspired me. Finally, I fixed my mind like, okay, let us go to DBA field,
DBA
because
now.
networking is
Right.
yeah, because networking is not my genre. And when I went and checked out storage and backup, I never feel like, okay, they're actually awesome technologies. Even we DBAs use the storage technologies and backup technologies, but we don't know directly.
Yes.
Indirectly we use it. But the thing is, I never felt like this is my technology. But when it comes to database administration, yeah, I felt like, okay, some part of coding very little coding, but still I'm really interested in doing those small, very little commands or 3 to 4 lines of code or programming language. So I just thought of like, now I get stuck with only SQL DBA and Oracle DBA. So I felt like, okay, which manager gives the opportunity, I get into that particular DBA. So I want to become a DBA. That's it.
Yeah. So actually, my
luckily,
to ask this question, because most of the time I'm getting the question from the freshers that it is very difficult to jump into the Oracle DBA directly. So like, what is your thoughts on it? Like, how they can move to the Oracle DBA as a fresher? Or do you think like they can start with something, and like, how is your thoughts on this?
See, this is a kind of tricky question, because when it comes to bigger companies like the well-doing company CMMI level 5, they will not put any fresher most of the times, any fresher into a DBA directly, because see, simple thing is we are dealing with production data.
Perfect, right. I'm absolutely agree with you.
If you mess up something, the client, the remuneration, or the thing what our company pays to the client is very huge for the small mistake also.
Right.
If you suddenly take down the database by thinking that you are taking down dev database instead of production, if you bring it down, client has to pay huge amounts of money to the client. Actually, our company has to pay. So those kind of risks they won't do. So usually, in my experience, all my friends whom I worked with, either two choices, like who worked in either service desk or application support, they have moved to Oracle DBA, or the second thing is they have work done in a different career, like in the first 1.5 to 2 years. After they want to become DBA, they learned, they cleared the basic certifications, and they have tried to approach managers, or they have tried to change the companies and settle as a DBA. But if someone is readily getting a DBA job, yes boss, you are very lucky.
Yes. Even I want to say on the same thing, like even I didn't get the chance on the initial stage only. I also work with something, and we called it as a monitoring tool, and then we moved to the Oracle DBA. So this is how IT industry works actually. So my next next thing which I want to understand from you, like, how is your daily DBA like? Like what you do as a Oracle DBA when you enter the office?
Okay. So for this question, I just want to, as we are actually mainly concentrating on freshers, like to enlighten freshers, I will tell my beginning days as a DBA. Okay, rather than explaining myself what I am today. Like when I joined DBA, as I've already told you earlier, I was not a DBA. So I went to a DBA field, and it is too much of pressure on me basically. Here, one thing I want to quote to all the freshers. Guys, Oracle DBAs are best in sharing their knowledge. I don't know regarding any of the other people.
Yes, I'm agree with you.
Yeah, if you find, even if you go to interviews, I have observed myself a lot. When I used to go for interviews, sometimes I end up with going to walk-ins also unknowingly. So when there is a walk-in, you cannot expect only Oracle DBAs to come there. Right. Everyone will be flowing inside.
Right.
Then if you, in a bunch of people, like 100 people, if you want to identify where the Oracle DBAs are, there will be only one group which are sitting aside and discussing about Oracle DBA stuff. Rest of the people are just calm and quietly doing their job, or playing with the mobile, or talking on phone to someone. But Oracle DBAs are like, hey, did you know this question? Did you know this answer? What is RAC and what is data guard? So they kind of, more anguish. And again, even the blogs like Burleson blog is actually a god of Oracle. Like
he's a god of Oracle, no one.
And for the freshers, there's a blog called oracle-base.com, wherein they'll experiment everything and they'll put forth. They'll tell like what exactly you have to do and how the output will become. Everything is step-by-step approach. So there are kind of those many things are there. So coming to my daily activities, I started with like user creation, then followed by export import. And everything is like an achievement for me. At that time, when I was working in 2012 or 13, ASM is a big deal for us. In a service-based company, automatic storage management is very big deal.
Right.
So we don't know basically what is ASM and data guard and RAC are. Like we don't know at all.
Okay. Okay.
We were thinking like some OCM will come and do RAC. This is not a child's play. It was like that in 2012 and 2013, way back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now RAC is mandatory in every company, but earlier it was not like that. So pointing to that time, whatever we do is all the regular activities, taking export or running sequels for developers in production environment where they don't have access to play around. So all these things, table spaces, it keeps filling, and when you deal with more number of clients, more alerts and more work.
Right.
So my day used to start, if you are put in second shift, which is afternoon shift.
Okay.
Only break I used to take is lunch break,
Okay.
and followed by dinner.
Okay.
Rest of the day I was very busy, very busy, because like first thing I have to learn more, and second thing is there are very limited number of people who assist because even they are freshers.
Yeah.
So more troubleshooting, and like there is much to make our hands dirty.
Right.
And we used to have a lab machine in-house. So we used to practice every time, install Oracle software, mess it up, create a database, shut down startup, do all the things. So one thing is read out all the mails. First of all, when you get into the stuff, and prepare yourself. What are the things, list all the things, like what are the things to do today in your 8 hours. These are like planned activities, and unplanned activities, obviously you are a DBA, you will get into a lot of problems. That is there. OEM is there to shoot you many unplanned activities, like table space is full, user requests are coming, or user is not able to connect, and listener is sometimes behaving in a weird way, or some bug has come. So these are all the unplanned things which comes to your plate. That's a different thing. But planning little bit before will make your day smoother. But there is a lot to troubleshoot, lot to learn, and once you fell in love with Oracle database, I'm telling you, don't leave it. And if someone wants to pay you more leaving Oracle DBA, don't go out of it.
Don't go. Okay. And one more thing, Sarvesh here, there are many people, they think like, okay, we will discuss about Oracle DBA. Okay, that is your primary skill. But does it really think that it is always good to have the different database knowledge also, just like SQL Server? What is your thoughts on this?
Of course, earlier, like having Oracle DBA tag is like a boon. Okay, when you compare with all other database administrators, they used to look up to Oracle DBAs because our Oracle DBA architecture is enormous. See, I'm not denying the fact, like all the database we are having in the market are awesome database flavors, like DB2, let it be DB2 or SQL Server, or the new databases coming like Postgres, Cassandra, MongoDB, all these things. But way back, we don't have NoSQL databases. We have only RDBMS, which is ruling the world. At that time, when you take Sybase was doing good, and DB2 is doing good, and all these things. But Oracle database administrators are having a different look. We were used to look up like a bosses because we deal with, we know the architecture, how we prepare. Even the, fresher should be perfect in architecture. If you don't know architecture, you are not qualified to be a DBA. But in other database courses or other database administrations, architecture does not play a vital role. Our database administration architecture plays. I worked on SQL Server administration, but in beginning times, as that is a GUI, I never cared about architecture. When I am approaching my seniors also to tell about architecture, because the first thing we do in Oracle database is tell like, no boss, there is no architecture as such. Everything the SQL Server takes care of. But yes, after some couple of years, I got to know there is a solid architecture over there. But it is not as important to know on your first day before you begin an activity.
Right. So is it true, like as soon as you increase your experiences, we should have the knowledge about the number of databases, like the combination of your Oracle, SQL Server?
Sorry, coming to that point, I've actually carried away by that explaining these things. Yes, because at that time, Oracle database administrators are top. But now it is like we have moved into a stage where cloud is everywhere, right? So we
Right.
have so many clouds like AWS cloud, Amazon AWS cloud, Linux is having its own cloud, Oracle is having its own cloud. So now this is called as cloud era. When it comes to cloud, they were expecting your database activities will be reduced. Cloud, the vendor who's providing the cloud will be taking care of your upgrades, patching, and he is assuring zero downtime. So being a DBA, what you will do then? Our basic bread and butter is all these things, right? Upgrades, patchings, and high availability,
Yeah.
and everything. So now when it comes to cloud era, what they tell you is learn 5 to 10, not 5 to 10, it's just an example. At least 2 to 3 databases should be in your mind. Basically, your 2 to 3 database flavors should always be there with you so that you can survive in the market. Earlier, if you have one, either it be SQL Server or MySQL,
Yeah.
your thing is successful. You can learn and you can explore more in that, and you
Yes.
can just go ahead.
Yeah.
But now in today, like when we talk about freshers or recent joinees in Oracle DBA, I directly or indirectly suggest them strictly that they have to learn at least another 2. In
Okay.
that, one provided a NoSQL database administration,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one is some RDBMS like SQL Server or MySQL or any other flavor. But that's good to learn.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think, like how the fresher they can start their career in Oracle DBA? What they supposed to do?
Like someone into administration very newly, that to database, Oracle is the toughest database administration, because one thing is we don't have GUI,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
our concepts are very much complicated when it compared to other database technologies.
Yeah.
Okay, so one should actually start learning phase by phase. As we
Okay.
discussed earlier, there are a lot of blogs who will tell you what to do first and what to do last,
Right.
and more practice. Practice in the sense, 90% of the Oracle databases are hosted on non-Windows environment, like
Right.
on any of the Unix flavors, right? Wherein we don't get an opportunity to have a GUI other than OEM.
Right.
And we database administrators will not rely on OEM actually.
Yes. Yes.
So we rely on only command line interface, which could be alert logs or
Yeah.
PuTTY or anything.
Right. Right.
So in that, to the starters, it will be very tough because there is no GUI at all, and you have to write. You want to know some views such as $V database, $V instance, and don't get frightened up. We don't need to know about each and every column which are present in all these views. You start with select name comma open underscore mode from $V database.
Maybe some platform, right? Maybe some kind of VMware or somewhere like that.
Yes, and you have to install either VMware or VirtualBox and install Linux in that, and
Yeah.
start your exploration.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
from
Yeah.
install a software one day and give it a break, and create a database and create a normal database and container database and give it a break. Then try to explore what is ASM,
Yes.
and then try to implement it, and finally RAC. Exadata anyways we cannot implement in our homes. That's a very
Yeah. Yes.
long story.
Yes.
And if you are lucky enough to work on Exadata as an Exadata admin, that's a different story. But anyhow, we cannot implement, and we cannot do patching also at home because we need a license for that.
Yes. Yes.
But upgrades, installations, and setting up data guard rack, as Oracle has given you everything, you can do it.
Yes. Yes. And that is completely free of cost, so you can just directly go and set up all the stuff.
It is free. Yeah, and here I am comparing Oracle database with SQL Server. SQL Server used to give only standard edition, which
Okay.
means that the basic things you can practice,
Okay.
like users creation, roles creation, giving privileges, or database creation. Only these things. When it comes to high availability, sorry boss, you have to pay it.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
But Oracle's Enterprise Edition is free of cost until and unless you are not using for commercial purpose without license.
Right. 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 So now one of the most interesting topic about almost all the senior, junior, freshers, everyone, about the packages.
Mhm.
So what do you think? Like, how is the package? Like, do you think that the people can earn so much money by using this Oracle database?
Like there is no single straight shot answer to it, depending upon depending upon the opportunity and the
Yes.
knowledge you have, and a pinch of luck
Okay.
in the last. See, why I say is I don't rely completely on luck, because see, two talented guys having the same platform, having same years of experience, might be one guy can work with a package of 15 and the other would settle down for 7.5 or 8 lakhs. That's
Yeah.
a different story. One thing is, as a beginner, don't go behind the package, at least for first 3 or 4, at least 3 years. Not
Yeah.
we don't be so low. At least 3 years, go behind Oracle. And the two, when I say about for the first 3 years, on a funnier part, you don't get married and
Yeah.
you don't have family burdens.
Right. Right.
Okay,
Right.
it is
Right.
the best time to learn everything. So one thing is, once you're free to do everything, try to grab as much as you can.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
try to troubleshoot in your environment, practice it, and only so in that way, for the first 3 years, if you do it, and after that, look out, you will be given packages for sure.
Yeah.
But one main thing is consistency. In a run of wild goose chase, like chasing the packages like 15, I need 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, don't jump companies too often. So
Yes.
that when you get a very nice opportunity from a very nice company, there your knowledge is not only the factor, they'll see how many gems you took.
Yeah. Stability is important.
And stability is very important. And if you feel like if you made around 6 to 7 gems in 7 years, and you get an opportunity from an organization like Salesforce or EA Sports,
Okay.
when they see is like, this guy is unstable, man.
Oh.
Even though he is having wide knowledge, and if they have the other candidature with little 10% less knowledge than you, but having a stability, he will be the chosen one, you will not be the chosen one.
Right. 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 So the key area is stability with good knowledge is always the one who can grab the
Perfect.
good package.
Yeah, if not today, after 1 year also, if your luck is not working properly this year, next year it will work. But anyways, you have the knowledge and stability.
Yeah. 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 So last but not the least, because we have a lot of questions, but since we have a time constraint, so what is the message from your side to the people who want to start their career in the Oracle DB?
So if a message should be given, I want to make it a bit blunt and sharp. One thing is, you need to have patience when you are learning, because it is a CLI.
Yes.
So you have to get habituated to the CLI and be more patient. And in your life, when you are handling CLI, command line interface, I mean, you will be dealing with a lot of graphic user interface GUI tools. So you'll be having wide knowledge. And third, when you are a sophisticated DBA with above average skills, I would recommend you at least to have a cloud knowledge, because you will not be treated as you were in a backward candidate. You know only DBA. Then if a DBA should be knowing either DevOps or cloud for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Once you touch cloud, obviously DevOps will come into your life anyways.
Yes. Definitely.
So, and if you are really good at database administration, before going to cloud, try shell scripting or Python.
Perfect. Yeah, that is what even I agree with this part. Shell scripting, where you can automate a lot of stuff.
Really. So rest of the things will be very smooth. Package will come to you eventually. It will come, but to have more advantage on package, cloud and DevOps.
Yeah. 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 So Sarvesh, there are a lot of good things we have gone with this beautiful session. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time here. And definitely we'll be having again few more sessions by looking to your time also. So thank you so much for your precious word. Okay.